Hi everyone, Vegas Film Critic here, Jeff for K. Howard, here to review Nancy Drew and the Hidden Staircase, starring Sophia, Lillis, Linda Lavin, and Andrea Anders, from producer Ellen DeGeneres. Well, we have a new Nancy Drew movie, and I feel old because I remember interviewing Emma Roberts back in, 2007 when she was doing Nancy Drew. So this is just a classic book series. And when I was a kid, my sister read Nancy Drew. I read The Hardy Boys. When I was a kid, I watched Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys Mysteries on, what was it, ABC, with Pamela Sue Martin. So I am long acquainted with this book series, with these characters, and I was really excited to hear a fresh new take on it for 2019 and start a whole new series. And I think Sophia Lillis is perfect casting. She's the girl from It, who I think was that was what made the movie. She was phenomenal in It, without getting dark here for a family review here for Nancy Drew. So I thought she was a perfect casting for Nancy Drew. And the filmmakers really get a little twist on this, making her an outsider. She moves to this small town. Her father brings her to this little town. They left Chicago because her mother passed away, and everything reminded the father couldn't stay there anymore. He had to get out of Chicago. So now you take her fish out of water, and of course she's kind of like a little punk. She breaks into things. She's got this mind, that can work really fast and solving mysteries, and she makes friends pretty cool. And her friends seem to be nerds, but they don't look like nerds at all. They look like mean girls. But there is a mean girl, Hannah, played by Andrea Anders, and so there's all this kind of bullying statements going on in the movie. There's all kinds of free to be you and me, all these love-ins, you can do it, and I love you forever, and we're all alike, and we shouldn't fight. And overall, the movie really hits you over the head with these life lessons. And it was not what I was expecting from a Nancy Drew movie. Yes, there's a haunted staircase, or a haunted, what is it? Hidden staircase. Haunted house owned by Linda Lavin, who's Alice, who's just fantastic in this movie. And she is trying to figure out why she's seeing ghosts, why she's seeing candles float at night, why she's hearing all these noises, why pigmen are showing up in the middle of her kitchen at midnight. So Nancy Drew and Hannah show up, and Hannah is her niece. So Linda Lavin is trying to figure out, is she going crazy? And she's going to get out of there. So, of course, there's a mystery. Now, just that premise set right up there, you think, oh, wow, that's going to be exciting. Well, out of this hour-and-a-half movie, we spend maybe 15 minutes on this mystery. And when they do kind of figure it out, they kind of figure it out early. Aren't you supposed to save the mystery to the end? So we find out what's behind the hauntings. I figured it out. Yeah, of course, I know it's that kind of movie. I figured it out, an hour into it, who was behind it and what was going on, and we don't need a Scooby-Doo kind of movie. And that's what really infuriated me about this new Nancy Drew, is I think it was dumbing it down for kids. I think kids are a lot more sophisticated now, and I'm not to trash this film too much, but there was this little girl sitting in front of me, and she goes, "Mommy, I am bored," like an hour into it. And I saw kids, squirming and coming in and out and walking. It's just because there wasn't enough mystery in this. And I wanted more clues, something you could follow along with, and they didn't do that. And I think Sophia was really wasted as Nancy Drew, because I think she has a lot more than mugging for the camera and being this tomboy on a skateboard half the time, getting in trouble with the cops. She's entering into places. She's literally picking the locks and being arrested. She's being fingerprinted earlier in the movie. So I'm just kind of figuring out, what kind of character are they making Nancy Drew? So, and then of course the mean girls and the nerd girls all kind of like sing Kumbaya, and they're spending the night breaking into the high school, trying to work something in the chemistry lab. And they sit there and they do this whole kind of hold hands and we should all be friends. And it's just like, come on, how many more times are you going to do that? Give me an adventure, give me some thrills, give me something that's going to excite these kids. And Nancy Drew's Hidden Staircase didn't do that at all. Encouraging direction by director Katt Shea. I thought, it looked great, and I just think with Ellen DeGeneres, you really saw how they were trying to maybe teach kids more life lessons than more excitement, and that was just really bored me. And I thought, well, maybe it's me. I'm too old. This isn't really made for me. No, I felt the energy in the audience, and also the kids making those statements. You needed more excitement, and you needed more thrills, and you needed more mystery. Okay. And we shouldn't have to wait 45 minutes before the haunted staircase thing begins. Hidden staircase, whatever it is. It'd be more exciting if it was called haunted, So we needed that to happen a lot quicker than her, getting rid of a bully. And it just had all these lessons in it that I just thought were just too obvious. You can do that, but just spend 5 minutes on it and get to the mystery. Let's do some investigation, All right, I'm being too hard on this. I know I am. So anyway, I was disappointed in Nancy Drew. But they'll probably make another one. Get someone else to write the screenplay. Something a little more exciting next time. And be careful with that pig man. Those kids screamed. Little kids were bawling. They even freaked me out a little bit. What is this, Motel Hell? All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Check me out on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you comment below, subscribe, and give me a thumbs up. I'm Jeffrey K. Howard in Las Vegas. Thanks so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Should have put Pamela Sue Martin as a cameo in there, too. She's awesome. She's available. You blew it.